one thing that we have to talk about is just how good Eric Bana is in this, because, you know, he's gone on to have some massive roles in Hollywood and the Hulk and, you know, all that other stuff, but he's never been this good in anything since. Like, this was like a role that he was born to play.
Yeah, I'd agree with that wholeheartedly, mate. I mean, you think of Eric Bana, and the first performance you think of is Chopper. It's synonymous with him because, like you say, it's the role he was born to play. And I do like Eric Bana. I think he's a top actor. I particularly like him in the Adam Sandler film Funny People, where he just plays an absolute douchebag. But yeah, it's Chopper. It's iconic. It really, and it's maybe not so much for us because we're in the UK, but in Australia, everybody knows Chopper. He was a celebrity. I believe he's passed away now. But to tackle an Australian, do I say icon for a criminal? I'll use icon for the sake of this. To tackle that and just to
persona probably is the or character.
But yeah, well, to tackle a legendary Australian character, and for everyone to universally go, he's amazing in it. That's some feat. And for someone who I quite like the fact that he was a comedian before this, because you alluded to it before, there's a lot of comedy in the role and it swings very fast between comedy and sheer violence. And who better to understand that than a comedian? Because the old saying goes, it's a fine line between horror and comedy.
Yeah. I mean, that first line when he gets shanked, and it's some quip about why you're trying to hit me with kung fu or something like that.
It's a bit early for kung fu in it, Jim.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. And like, there's another one when he first gets to Neville's house, and there was loads of little things that I just picked up on, and obviously that's the two sort of cronies that Neville's got, who kind of like the two parasites that follow him around. They're like, if you watch when he comes up the stairs, they're right behind him, like ants, like, and he says something like, "Can you two fucking stop crawling up my arse and get out of here?" And like he just dead lightly, like Chopper or Eric Bana just bats him. "Oh, so that's why you're walking funny." But I don't know if he was. I don't know if it was in the script, because he turns around and looks at him and he says, "You're what?" Like that, and Bana just like shakes his head and they carry on progressing over, you know, to where the two dogs are. I mean, that's horrible, isn't it? Just even in that, what he does, and puts the cocaine into the dog's bowls, and like, there's just little things in it like that, little details, which you just think, you know, that could deserve to be fucking tied, didn't he, and get shot, and that's probably the complexity of the character with Chopper as well. Like, as far as I'm aware, he didn't go up to the man on the street, you know, who was, you know, obviously had like a mobile phone and a bit of money on him or something like that, and like rob him. Like, I think all the people that he actually murdered were career criminals, and like, if you're a career criminal, if you're lucky enough to survive, then you've probably had a lot of horrible shit done to you. But I don't think you can complain. Well, it's a weird way to say it, but if you're a criminal and you're a major one selling heroin in, like, you know, a residential area like Neville was, then I've not really got any problem with someone like shooting them in the leg or the gut or what have you.
And I think that's why the Australian public looked like so enamored with him, just because he was a mindless criminal, but he like you said, he'd never do that to a civilian. It'd always be to someone who's in the game, kind of thing. The criminal
underworld, basically.
Yeah. I mean, our version of that is the devil. He'd go out and rob drug dealers, and that's it. I forget his real name, but his nickname was, he called himself the devil, didn't he?
I don't know.
oh, what's his name? Stephen French.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
But
Well, let's not go down that road.
but he's like a fun Australian version of him, isn't he? Where like he is. I mean, a Chopper was he was a psychopath. He was, but he has a charm to him, a likability, like an everyday man. He's essentially an Australian anti-hero.
Yeah, he is actually. Yeah, I mean, oh, that's exactly what he is. And